said Jackie Warner, the well-known fitness expert and television personality, has never been one to hold back when it comes to speaking her mind. Over the years, she has built a reputation for being honest, direct, and at times brutally candid. Whether it's about the fitness industry, her career, or her personal life. Recently, her comments about her former partner Jillian Michaels have reignited public attention, sparking conversations not just about their past relationship, but also about the complexities of breakups that play out in the public eye. Jackie Warner openly described Jillian Michaels as a horrible ex, and this candid remark has drawn intrigue from fans, media outlets, and anyone familiar with the world of celebrity fitness. What makes this revelation even more compelling is that both Jackie and Jillian were at the forefront of bringing fitness into mainstream entertainment, each carving a distinct path in the industry. Their breakup and the resulting fallout offer more than just tabloid gossip. It highlights the very real struggles people face when relationships dissolve under public scrutiny. Jackie Warner and Jillian Michaels both rose to fame in the early 2000s, albeit through different avenues. Jackie Warner became a household name through her Bravo reality series, Workout, which showcased not only her expertise as a trainer, but also her personal struggles and relationships. Jillian Michaels, on the other hand, shot to fame through The Biggest Loser, where her tough, love approach to weight loss and health made her both admired and feared. Both women had strong personalities, a sharp presence, and a no-nonsense attitude when it came to fitness. It's not surprising that, when two such powerful and ambitious individuals came together, sparks flew. For a while, their relationship captivated those who followed their careers, with many fans seeing them as a fitness power couple. Yet, as is often the case, what happens behind closed doors can be very different from the public image. Jackie's recent choice to describe Jillian as a horrible ex paints a picture of lingering resentment and unresolved tension. Relationships between two highly driven and ambitious people are rarely simple, especially when both partners are public figures with established careers. Jackie Warner has previously opened up about her struggles in relationships, often citing communication issues and emotional difficulties. In calling Jillian Michaels a horrible ex, Jackie may have been voicing frustrations that accumulated over time, frustrations that perhaps were never addressed in the public eye. It also brings attention to how personal relationships can impact professional lives. For two people who not only shared intimacy, but also moved in the same professional circles, a breakup could leave lasting scars that go beyond the personal realm. When Warner described Jillian in such negative terms, she was not only venting but also providing a glimpse into the emotional toll of a failed partnership. Jillian Michaels herself has cultivated an image of being tough, sometimes harsh and uncompromising, both on screen and in her professional dealings. To fans of The Biggest Loser, her approach to training was often intense, bordering on aggressive, and while many participants praised her for changing their lives, others criticized her for being too demanding. This intensity may have extended into her personal life, making it challenging to maintain a balanced and nurturing relationship. Jackie Warner's comment about Jillian being horrible could therefore reflect how these personality traits, while effective in the professional sphere, became destructive in a romantic relationship. A partner who is always pushing, demanding, or unwilling to bend can be difficult to live with, and when two such personalities clash, it often leads to resentment and eventual fallout. Public fascination with Jackie Warner's statement also speaks to how celebrity relationships are magnified. Fans often forget that behind the glamour and fame, these are real people dealing with heartbreak, conflict, and disappointment. When Jackie called Jillian horrible, it may have sounded like a simple insult, but for many, it resonates as a relatable expression of pain. Breakups are messy, and it's not uncommon for ex-partners to harbor resentment. The difference here is that their relationship was not only personal, but also, in some ways, professional, making the separation even harder. The added weight of media attention only magnifies the wounds, making it difficult for either party to move on without public judgment. Jackie Warner's choice to be blunt about her feelings may also be viewed as a form of empowerment. Too often, public figures feel pressure to put on a facade of grace and maturity after a breakup, even when the truth is far messier. By openly calling out her ex, Jackie may be rejecting the notion that women, in particular, must always take the high road and remain silent about their pain. Her candidness reflects her personality, but also challenges the double standards that exist around how people are expected to behave after relationships end. For Warner, honesty has always been part of her brand, and her willingness to speak openly about Jillian Michaels is consistent with her unapologetic character. At the same time, such statements also raise questions about accountability and fairness. Calling an ex horrible is a subjective judgment, one that reflects personal feelings rather than objective truth. While Jackie Warner may have had valid reasons for her resentment, Jillian Michaels is also someone with her own perspective and experiences. To label someone entirely based on a breakup risks oversimplifying a complex relationship. For the public, it's easy to take sides, but the reality is likely far more complicated. Relationships rarely break down because of one person's flaws. They often involve miscommunication, unmet needs, and differences in values. What Jackie describes as Jillian being horrible could very well be Jillian's version of feeling misunderstood or unsupported. In examining this situation, it's important to also recognize how public narratives can shape reputations. Jillian Michaels has faced criticism throughout her career, with some accusing her of being too harsh or insensitive, while others admire her for her toughness and results-driven approach. Jackie Warner's negative comments feed into one side of that narrative, reinforcing the idea of Jillian as difficult or abrasive. Whether or not this is a fair portrayal, it becomes part of Jillian's public identity once such statements circulate. For Jackie, making these comments may feel cathartic, but they also contribute to how both women are remembered within the industry. The fitness industry itself is highly competitive, and both Jackie Warner and Jillian Michaels have fought hard to establish their legacies. In such an environment, personal conflicts often bleed into professional rivalries. Fans may speculate whether Jackie's criticism was influenced not just by personal pain, but also by the long shadow Jillian Michaels has cast in the fitness world. Jillian's mainstream success on network television gave her a level of fame that Jackie, despite her own accomplishments, did not reach in the same way. Resentment in relationships can sometimes be fueled by professional jealousy, unspoken competition, or feelings of being overshadowed. If that dynamic existed between Jackie and Jillian, it could help explain the bitterness that lingers years after their breakup. Yet, beyond the sensational headlines, what resonates most is the reminder that breakups leave lasting impressions. Jackie Warner's candid description of Jillian Michaels as a horrible ex may sound harsh, but it reflects the human reality of love gone wrong. Whether in Hollywood, the fitness industry, or everyday life, relationships can bring out the best and the worst in people. When they end badly, the scars remain, And sometimes those scars resurface in blunt, unfiltered comments years later. Jackie's statement is not just gossip. It is an echo of unresolved pain, disappointment, and the difficult truth that even strong, successful individuals struggle in love. For fans who admired them both, the story of Jackie Warner and Jillian Michaels serves as a sobering reminder that no amount of fame, success, or discipline can shield people from the heartbreak of a failed relationship. It also reveals the complexities of love between two powerful personalities, where strengths in one arena can turn into challenges in another. Jackie's honesty may be raw, but it resonates because it reflects the authenticity of someone unafraid to own her pain. And while her words may sting for Jillian, they also highlight the very human truth that breakups are rarely clean, rarely forgotten, and often leave us with feelings we cannot easily soften for public consumption. In the end, Jackie Warner's comments about Jillian Michaels are less about tearing someone down and more about expressing the lingering wounds of a difficult past. The world may remember Jillian as the tough trainer who pushed contestants to their limits, and Jackie as the outspoken fitness guru with a reality show flair. But behind those public personas are people who once shared a bond that ultimately broke apart. Jackie's description of Jillian as a horrible ex is just one piece of that story. A raw, emotional glimpse into the aftermath of love lost in the spotlight.